During the course of the early access beta, over 1 million players have made it to level 20 and beyond, ensuring themselves we will have this cute little fella by their side. That's some pretty wild numbers, higher than Blizz have anticipated, but what about the feedback? Well, that's the topic of today's video. Let's dive into some community feedback and Blizzard's response. First, let's review the Adam Fletcher post. He is the community manager to Blizzard's Diablo team. Let's see what he had to say about all the feedback you gave them. So he basically thanks everybody for contributing to the beta test, and he says that queue times are expected in the open beta this weekend, especially so on Friday, since we anticipate a huge amount of players to be joining, and asks for your patience. If you want my personal experience from the previous beta, I had an initial login queue of something close to 100 minutes, but after that I had no problems whatsoever. And I know a lot of people experienced disconnects, but call me lucky, I didn't have to face that issue. So he also says that as they monitor the population or encounter some in-game issues that will need to be addressed, they can bring the realms down to apply fixes. Moving on to one of the most concerning things that people are talking about, and that is the drop rate of items. So here we actually have a confirmation from Rod Ferguson saying that the drop rates are indeed tuned higher to give a fuller experience and better tests during beta. And here I was worrying about getting that much legendaries. There's also a lot of speculations in regards to a potential 6th class that Blizz aims to add into a game on a later date. And if you ask me, a Diablo game just doesn't feel right without having a paladin, or at least some sort of a holy warrior. So the speculations are based mostly around this picture, which was leaked to Reddit, and people say if you look closely you can find all the playable characters that are present in the current game, with an extra character on top of them which sort of resembles a paladin or a holy warrior. This theory is also backed by one of the older anonymous leaks from a person that was seemingly connected to Blizzard, and amongst the things that were mentioned in that post is that the Paladin and the Amazon were originally supposed to be in the game on launch, and though we didn't quite get them yet, I think it's just a matter of time for the Paladin to join the fray. Moving on to the question that a lot of people, including me, is eager to ask of Blizzard, and that is, will we get more dungeon variety? After the beta, a lot of players, including myself, expressed their concerns towards the lack of dungeon variety, and Rod Ferguson and Joe Shelley had the following to say. People are seeing dungeons at the baseline level. It will be interesting the feedback once people get to experience what it means to go through sigils and get to see now there's more monsters. Now we have a different ability. Now we are being debuffed this way and we are being buffed that way. And it's going to feel like a much different experience, he said. And game director Joe Shelley had this to respond with on the topic, and I won't read the entire post, but my takeaway from this is that he promised more variety of dungeons and the objectives within them, so I can only hope that there is some truth to it upon the game's release. I mean, go left, backtrack, go right, backtrack, then open the door and kill the boss will get old fast. So as I've mentioned, hopefully there's more to it than just that. Also, I feel like I need to talk about this. While I did experience the game running smooth on my old trusty 1080, I heard that a lot of people are experiencing insane GPU temperature issues on newer graphic cards. So it might be a good idea to monitor your GPU temperatures while in game and see if they are in the safe range. I'll leave a link to a lightweight piece of software that can do that for you, so make sure you check that description. It seems that the game attempts to go beyond the graphic card's capabilities, causing massive heat issues, but it seemed to only happen on a handful of different models, like 380 Ti for example. What is advised to do if you have one of the models of that series is to limit your frame rates to the refresh rate of your monitor, and that can be done in your graphic card software. So that's it for this video, hope you can enjoy the game and hope to see you soon.